He sure does have himself a complex flow of magic. This is going to take some doing.
Should I assist?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's regulate his flow of magic by circulating it through your body. I'm going to divert Lord Dario's magic into you. Full disclosure, it's going to be intense.
Of course. You may begin. As we thought, this amount of magic is...
Hang in there a little longer. All right, time to wrap this up.
The color is gradually returning to his complexion. Well done, as always, Master Veles.
This technique, I suppose you would call it, I've never seen anything like it. Just who are you?
Worry not. Master Veles' healing magic is unparalleled. I have the utmost confidence that Master Dario will recover.
I guess if anyone could give a compelling testimony, it'd be you, his #1 patient.
Unbelievable. The pain in my chest, and the rigidness of my body. I barely feel any of it now.
I think I'm the one in disbelief. You do a mighty good job of putting on a brave face, despite your condition.
Though I took in your magic for but a moment, I too almost lost consciousness. In normal circumstances, such an overflow of energy would cause someone to more than just writhe in pain.
My suffering is nothing when compared to the hardships my people face.
Regardless, the magic you carry is unfathomable. And your body isn't keeping up with the task.
But now that you've healed him, that isn't a concern anymore, right?
Yeah, for the time being at least.
You have now saved not only my soldiers' lives, but also my own. Once again, you have my gratitude. However, the godlike strength you displayed on the battlefield, the techniques you used to heal me, I cannot believe that you all are simple adventurers or mercenaries. Just who are you, really?
Well, hey guys, all things considered, wouldn't it be best to be upfront with the truth?
I agree with Satya. In order to stand a chance against the Ashen King and his visions, we need to build a proper fighting force.
Is this for real? Normally, June agreeing with something like that is almost unthinkable.
Yes, we all know that. But this time, we have no room for error. Am I wrong?
Judging from appearances, the soldiers under Lord Dario's command are disciplined and well-trained. Despite such strife, maintaining such morale and discipline is no small feat. I deem Lord Dario himself to be trustworthy as well. What say you, Veles?
So be it. This'll be quite a long story. Are you all right with that?
The core crystals, and the warriors of the crystals.
That was more implausible than I could have expected. If you intend to deceive Lord Dario...
Please stop, Lynx. What would they have to gain from making up such a tale? I choose to believe Lord Veles, to believe the warriors of the crystals. If they mean to offer a hand in helping to save Ardra, then I shall gladly take it.
Happy to hear you trust us, but I feel bad that we can't offer up our full strength in return.
What you called the power of the core crystals, if we aid one another, we might just be able to find a glimmer of hope. We share a common enemy, so let us fight together to protect the future of Ardra, and to protect that hope.
The future. Perrine?
Well, now that we have decided to cooperate with each other, could you please tell us a bit more about the current state of affairs in Ardra?
I suppose it is my turn to explain. But before I begin, I shall have some refreshments prepared.
So, even before the Ashen King first appeared, the situation here was quite precarious.
Not just the long, continuous wars, but disaster after disaster, too. It has brought out the worst in people.
Since you have been traveling all about, I am quite sure you've seen it. The land is steadily being crystallized. Hence, even if seeds are sown, the crops cannot mature to harvest, and the watering areas are drying up one after another. We have no means to rectify it.
And it was the Church of the Crystal you mentioned earlier that has kept the people unified?
Indeed. But that holds true no longer.
So something has changed?
Fennis, Ovis, and Heindler have all met with ruin, swallowed by the Sea of Crystals. Both Rundal and Wazette are now down to just a portion of their vast dominions, defending them to the last. The prince of the historically small kingdom of Leonis, Lord Mont, seemed to be anxious about such circumstances. I heard that he sympathized with Sottile, the leader of the church, and absconded from his nation.
And the king of Leonis, Alda, and the second prince, Stern, considered this a betrayal to their nation. It seems a force was dispatched to hunt Mont down, which resulted in his death at the hands of his own brother.
Sottile was nowhere to be found at the time. I am of the opinion that he is no longer of this world.
And so while this church is unable to function, you've taken to helping the people all on your own?
From the viewpoint of other nations, conditions in Horn were still favorable. Maybe not by much, but favorable nonetheless. I left various places in Horn open to those who had nowhere else to go. I wanted to do something, to protect them.
What a wonderful deed. I take it that it could not continue once the Ashen King appeared, however?
So I guess we have the gist of it all now.
Is something bothering you?
Nah, it's just that I get the feeling that I've heard this all before somewhere. Am I imagining it? Or am I just not able to remember?
Or is it just old age?
Oh, I will make you cry, you little brat!
Why don't we take this lovely chance to rest a little instead of bickering? Dari could probably use it too. I doubt he's had enough time to fully recover after all.
Dari? The aid you gave us does not justify such insolence.
Sorry about that. Perine's like that with everyone. But I haven't seen her let it slip with a bigwig like that before. She had no trouble addressing Lady Helena.
In any case, a fatigued Master Dario would not fare well for us. No, not at all. I am very much in agreement that our endeavors can be resumed later.
I appreciate your concern. Then I shall accept the offer, though I do apologize for delaying us. It might be a little cramped, but I shall have a pavilion prepared for you to use. Lynx, could you guide them?
Yes, Your Highness.
Well, if there's one thing I'm sure of, it's that this Ardra is totally different than the one that I've been to.
Lucio seems to have been friendly with the Leonis Prince Mont, but I heard nothing of his demise.
The continents of Ardra. Out of all the countless worlds, it remains quite a peculiar place. There very likely could be a reason that it has repeatedly been the setting of such major incidents.
True. But for now, I think our time would be best spent coming up with a plan for our current situation.
That has already been decided. We will work together with Lord Dario and his troops to first establish a base of operations. There is no doubt that they possess considerable power, but the real issue lies in the large number of civilians.
Unless we secure a safe place for the mass of refugees under Lord Dario's care, the soldiers can't be mobilized as needed.
Just so. As things stand, we have no hope of a decent counteroffensive against the Ashen King's army.
Working with them to that extent will interfere with history quite considerably.
We've discussed this already. We have no other choice. Taking out the Ashen King is our utmost priority.
Yep. But for now, why don't we call it a night? Let's suggest making a base to Lord Dario tomorrow. See what he thinks.
I have actually already considered what you are suggesting. In fact, Shadowlings has been gathering information for that very purpose. I trust you can explain, Lynx.
Yes, Your Highness. Now, if you would all take a look at this. Based on my findings, the Ashen King's army first appeared at the Crystal Sanctum in the center of the continent. From there, they made their way through the former nations of Ovis and Fennis before taking control of Leonis, all in one fell swoop. They have since made what was once Leonis their base, spreading their domain to both the east and west. As it stands, they have taken control over 2/3 of Horn. We have heard that Rundal and Wazette have somehow held off the invasions they face. But look at how Horn fares despite being the least ravaged of all nations. Their front lines will break eventually.
My younger sister, Macherie, had launched a surprise attack against the Ashen King's army, together with Horn's 1st Division, Solidus. It is said that she fought her way to our very foe himself, but she was no match for his might. I stood by and did not. Well, she...
Lord Dario. Nevertheless, this story is just beginning. Hope is not yet completely lost. Originally, Horn had strongholds here and here. There's also a castle here. We are aware that large numbers of soldiers are holed up in each one under siege.
If we can take them back for Horn, it would both bolster our fighting capabilities and give the refugees a chance to recuperate.
I'm all for taking back the strongholds, but it'll definitely be a fight that draws attention. We'll need to be prepared for that. We'll do everything we can to assist, of course.
So there's no way around it. To put it frankly, I wish to avoid fighting as much as possible. But with the warriors of the crystals behind me...
That's right. Sometimes you just need to go with the momentum. So many of those refugees must have all but lost hope by now.
Hope, you say?
Let them see you claim victory. I'm sure that once they do, it'll become their new hope, no matter how small that may be.
I say we start with the closest place first, reclaim it real quick, then hit the next one. No need to overthink it. I mean, you do have us in your corner, you know.
That is indeed quite reassuring. Even I am starting to see a glimmer of hope. Lynx,
Your Highness.
Instruct all forces to prepare to embark. We shall liberate the nearest stronghold and free our allies.
As you command.
And I shall naturally lead them. I trust you have no objections?
As long as you feel healthy enough to do so.
After being in Lord Velus's care, I dare say this is the best I have felt in my entire life. We depart as soon as the preparations are complete. I shall be counting on all of you.
Reporting, Your Highness. The enemy is divided into 3 groups, all of which are surrounding the stronghold. However, they do not appear to be on the offensive.
Though each possesses notable strength, they are naught but visions. One can assume that without any orders from their master, they are unable to act on their own.
But as such, they also do not require any provisions or water, nor do they need sleep. They can besiege as long as it takes. They need only wait out the soldiers within the castle.
We can use that against them. I imagine their orders were something akin to stop anyone who tries to escape the stronghold.
Meaning, the visions are entirely focused on the stronghold. Which gives us more than enough of an opening to perform a surprise attack.
A most satisfactory observation, and one that tells me that our tactical affairs will not require my meddling.
Everyone, stick to formations of our original plan.
Yes, Your Highness.
On my signal, charge!
We did it! The stronghold is ours once more!
Save the celebrations for later. Your priority is treating the soldiers.
We're sorry. All right, let's go!
Please wait your turn. Everyone shall receive care, I assure you.
That looks like it's gonna take a while.
That's just the result of everyone trying their very best to survive. I'm so happy we were able to help them in time.
I guess things weren't too bad within the stronghold itself, huh?
Now everyone can have a nice rest in a safe, warm place.
What's the matter, Prince Dario? This victory is all thanks to you. But your expression tells me you aren't too thrilled about it.
Thanks to me, you say. In truth, all of this is thanks to you and the other warriors. My soldiers alone surely could not have accomplished this.
I cannot help but feel your modesty hinders you. Every command you made today was without flaw.
Thank you for saying so.
I acknowledge that this is somewhat presumptuous of me, but allow me to express just one thing. You should walk taller.
I have done naught to justify doing so.
That doesn't matter. The soldiers are given hope by witnessing not just this victory, but you as well.
It is indeed virtuous for you to be a humble figure, one who knows not of conceit. But that alone does not make one fit to rule.
Your words are painfully true. I understand what you wish to say, Lord Renan. But alas, I was never intended to be the beacon of hope for the people. I was meant to be my sister.
Your sister? Princess Ma Cherie, was it? Based on what you told us, she...
I understand that she was to succeed the throne of Horn, but...
You are quite well informed. Perhaps you know more of my sister?
I never made her acquaintance, but I am knowledgeable of her exploits.
Then, You have heard the rumor as well, yes?
Rumor?
That the absconding Prince Mont was harbored by my sister for a time. Based on more gossip than rumor, the two apparently fell for each other then, promising to share their futures.
No, I must say that such details have failed to reach me. The history of the other Ardra that I am familiar with is that Mont ascended to the throne of Leonis and took Marcherie as his wife. So, it appears the two met by chance in this Ardra as well, in what would be a strange twist of fate.
Lord Renan, is everything all right?
How rude of me. I was sifting through my knowledge of the two in question.
I see. So, the truth regarding Marcherie and Prince Mont seems to have died with them. Though, I admit that I had somewhat hoped that the rumor was true.
Would it be obtuse of me to say I find that surprising?
As her older brother, I hope to see her find happiness alongside one who truly loves her. Is that surprising?
No, not at all. That's actually perfectly reasonable. Expected, even. Jeez, Renan.
As I mentioned before, I'm led to believe that Prince Mont cherished nothing more than peace, and that he was a virtuous fellow. His newfound devotion to the Church of the Crystal was also influenced by that very nature and his honest concern for his people. Supposing that there was a future in which my sister and Prince Mont were joined hand in hand, I cannot help but think that the state of our world might have been better, even if only a little.
It is possible. Perhaps there was a path to such a future.
Thanks to Lord Dario, once again, victory is ours!
Yeah, but also, did you see those incredibly skilled mercenaries under his employ?
Indeed, I did. I've never seen such strength. Since they joined us, we've already made quick work of liberating 3 strongholds.
And Lord Dario's illness seems to have all but disappeared.
If this keeps up, restoring Horn to its former glory may not be a fool's dream after all.
Oh, how timely.
Great work out there!
You needn't salute me. Lucio, just where are you? And what are you up to there? Just hurry up and get back to us.
There you are. So, any luck finding the rookie?
No. If only my magic were stronger.
So even the brilliant Lady Jum is at a loss. I've gotta say, this is all pretty surprising. You've been worried sick about the rookie, about Lucio, haven't you?
I told you before, it's not that I'm worried.
Ah, there it is. That reaction of yours is really getting old. You're not very good at expressing your feelings, are you?
You are the last person I want to hear that from.
Okay, have it your way. And here I was, me, actually trying to give you some encouragement. You know, you and Perrine are exactly the same. Have a little more faith in your apprentice. Let him spread his wings and fly out of the nest already.
Which part of that is meant to be encouraging exactly?
You shush! Whatever. This is all Perrine's fault anyway. Ever since we got here, it's like she's brooding over something. But she won't talk to me about it at all. And this is after she said she wouldn't keep secrets from me.
Raph, you...
Has she said anything to you? You know, like as master to adorable apprentice besties or something?
Could you not lump me together with her like that? Why did you really come here to talk to me?
Ah, so this is where you two went. Oh, could it be that I have interrupted something?
Just Raph being odd as usual. What is it?
Lord Dario wishes to hold a war council, and thus he would like us to convene.
Very well.
Then that is all from me. If you will please excuse me, I will be on my way now that his message has been delivered.
Why the heck is he running?
I shall be off as well. But before that, let me say one thing. Something is indeed off with Perrine. I noticed it as well. Regardless, she says nothing to you because she cares about you. More than anyone else in her world. She might fear telling you because it would hurt you, or worry you. That too is part of Perrine's kindness. How you accept that kindness is up to you, don't you think?
June, What just happened? I think this is the most I've ever heard you talk. Just kidding. That was totally my bad. Now I'm the one not expressing their feelings properly. I'm sorry. Really. I am. And thank you for caring about me. I really hope Lucio makes it back soon.
As do I.
Incredible! Lord Dario! If only Lady Marjorie was here to see your bravery in battle.
Now's our chance. Shock troops to the vanguard! Break through their center!
Good, very good. The wedge has divided our enemies as intended. Take aim and fire.
Archers, on me!
Impressive execution. We're up next. Are you ready?
Always.
Yeah, don't forget who you're talking to.
We are all counting on you, but do not let your guards down. This area used to be defended by the 2nd Division of Horn, Nitor. They were our most elite unit, on par with Solidus. A man named Adelard, who struck fear into enemies' hearts as the Vermilion Devil, was at the helm. But he died a hero's death in battle against the Visions.
The Vermilion Devil? Oh, with an alias like that, he must have really been something. Very well. I, the Fey Shadow of the Mercurial Abyss, shall undertake the task of avenging this Vermilion Devil!
Admirable work, Your Worship. With this, preparations for this land are set in stone. Or should I say, crystal.
How many remain?
The next is the last. Then, the veins of the crystal's power that are spread around Ardra will all be in the palm of Your Worship's hand. However...
You still have some concerns. Very well. Speak.
Then allow me to most humbly say that what worries me are the remnants of Horn. The group led by Prince Dario has recently gotten a second wind, retaking numerous strongholds.
Dario. So he yet lives.
There is no doubt that the incorrigible warriors of the crystals are backing him, which would mean they have cast aside their role as the mediators of worlds. I advise that we proceed with caution.
They are just doing what they believe they must in order to retrieve the core crystals.
This is no laughing matter. The situation is quite alarming. I do not doubt Your Worship's strength in the slightest, but visions are merely visions after all. Without the ability to think, the warriors of the crystals will be unsurprisingly difficult to stop. The bigger issue, however, is that the places reclaimed by Dario and his accomplices are needed for the next step in Your Worship's plan.
I see. And thus you would have me deal with it.
No, I would not presume upon Your Worship in such a manner. I am at fault, for I allowed their persistent resistance to delay my capture of the locations before Dario's resurgence. Simply give the order, and as unworthy as I am, I can set out to rectify this horrible blunder.
Dispatching my very own strategist to personally deal with a dying rat would call the power of my reign into question. I will not allow it. Stay by my side and devote yourself to executing the plan. Whether you take the field or not, the fate of this continent is already in motion. What a pitiful man that Dario is. The warriors of the crystals who side with him too. Let them have their strongholds or castles, or even a unified continent. I am the one who pulls the strings. All of this is fleeting.
I know better than to question Your Worship's judgment, but I beg you to please reconsider. For I have seen the greatest of kingdoms fall overnight at the hands of one man and his sword.
Very well. I do not wish for all burdens to be yours. That said, you cross a line with your witticisms. They gouge at wounds that deserve to heal.
My deepest apologies, Your Worship. I shall show greater care in the future. Now I must confirm. Do I have your blessing to go deal with the problems of my own foolish creation?
I have spoken. As my strategist, you are to remain at my side. Lunacestus, come out of the shadows!
Your Worship.
You are listening. Carry out my will.
As you command. Your Worship. May I have a word, Lady Lunacestus? What is it? Be brief if you can muster it. Then I shall get straight to the point. Your aim is to remove the Horn army from that location. I hardly need to be told that now. It is precisely why I plan to end Dario's life and take care of the matter quickly. And that is exactly the issue, Lady Lunacestus. In short, it would serve us well if we could remove them without expending his worship's power unnecessarily.
If Dario is dealt with, then control of the troops will collapse.
And I shall say something bold. You needn't insist on his death. I understand that your loyalty to his worship is incomparable to my own. And thus I implore you, please understand.
Why must the things you say twist and turn around your intent? Do you think it a kindness?
Apologies, but I do not raise my objections to your methods simply to confound you. No matter the process, so long as the result is as I desire, that is enough for me. His worship shares the same sentiment.
That is all you wished to discuss?
Indeed, that is all. May your battles be fortuitous.
Here too. The scale is still small, but it has begun to crystallize. As I suspected, not only is the surface affected, but deeper within the earth as well. It's riddled with fragments. Lucio, do you see any healthy flowers in the area?
No, none at all. I suspect everything around here is either withering or already dead. No different than the places we've already seen.
Well, it's certainly clear as to the cause of the failed crops. The very land itself being crystallized means that the soil is dying.
Dying soil. Yet, based on appearances alone, it's quite stunning.
No matter how beautiful it may be, this world is becoming one of death. And for living things, an incredibly cruel one at that.
Is there nothing we can do to save it?
For the time being, no. We have no means to help.
The way you say that, do you feel nothing from such a sight?
How will feelings help us? I, for one, would rather understand what we face through deep observation. As I said, there is nothing we can do for the time being. We have yet to understand if this phenomenon was caused through artificial means or a result of nature. Even if we tried to come up with a solution, it would be meaningless with the way things currently are.
That may be the case, but...
I should not have to tell you this, but you need to look at things with a broader perspective. Fixing on how the foliage fares while overlooking the pests that eat away at the trunk will amount to nothing.
A broader perspective. I think I remember Lady Jum saying something similar before. Lady Jum is the one who trained me.
The Warrior of the Wind Crystal. I know. Damn it.
Astrius?
Look, maybe we need to maintain some space. This is just... I'm sorry. I haven't quite come to terms with what happened to me yet. Giving you an unwanted lecture, talking about maintaining space. I'm as self-centered as they come, huh?
Oh, I see. That makes sense. I should have been more considerate. Astrius is trying to keep it together by maintaining his standpoint as a scholar. We haven't exchanged more than a few words for more than half the day now. This is getting awkward. I need to find some excuse for us to talk.
Did you say something?
I think it's about time we took a break.
Yes, I suppose it is. Since I took on this appearance, I rarely feel tired somehow. Is that normal?
The great magic within you is enhancing your physical prowess. Not only that, but your senses should be considerably heightened compared to before as well.
My senses?
That's right. For example, if you concentrate and listen carefully, you can catch sounds from far away.
Concentrate. And listen carefully. Help me!
No, I'm not ready to die yet!
Lucio, did you hear that just now?
Yes, it came from over that way. Someone's being attacked.
Monsters?
They're attacking those people! We have to help them!
That's right. I have to help too. Why can't I find that power from before? My sword feels heavy. And my body won't move. Nothing seems to work.
Astrius, are you all right?
I have no command of my powers. Lucio, what should I do?
For now, just calm down. Don't worry, I'll take care of the monsters. Don't try to force anything, just focus on protecting these people.
All right. Finally, my sword feels right in my hands again. Now I should at least be able to protect these people. Damn it! I let some through!
For crying out loud. You're making it really hard to just sit back and watch. Out of the way. I'll handle this.
Astrius! Are you all right?
I'm fine. This man, he saved us.
And you are?
Call me Volke. Sorry if what I did was uncalled for, but I felt I had to step in.
Volke.